Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. My name is Jorge Guadron. I am the Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. Muy buenas tardes, tengan todos y bienvenidos a Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. Mi nombre es Jorge Guadron y soy el candidato demócrata para concejal del municipio de Islip. Last week, we spoke about and talked about a little bit over prevailing wages, also over the apprenticeship program, and then we will talk later on the Ashley Town property taxes. But before that, I believe that you want to know a little bit about who is Jorge Guadron. El programa pasado hablamos acerca del programa de aprendizaje, estuvimos también hablando acerca del salario prevaleciente y más adelante hablaremos acerca de los impuestos de propiedad en el municipio de Islip. Pero antes de eso, me imagino que ustedes quieren conocer un poquito a Jorge Guadron. ¿Quién es Jorge Guadron? Oh, ¿qué pasó? Good evening and welcome to Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. My name is Jorge Guadron, Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. Muy buenas tardes tengan todos y bienvenidos a Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. Mi nombre es Jorge Guadron, candidato demócrata para concejal del municipio de Islip. Last week we spoke about and talked about the prevailing wage concept and benefits. We also spoke about the apprenticeship program, and later on during the program, we will talk also about property taxes in the town of Islip. But I believe that you would like to get to know a little bit about who is Jorge Guadron. En el programa pasado estuvimos hablando acerca del salario prevaleciente, el concepto y sus beneficios. También hablamos acerca de los programas de aprendizaje. Más adelante también hablaremos acerca de los impuestos a la propiedad en el municipio de Islip, pero me imagino que quieren, aquellos que no me conocen, pues conocer un poquito quién es Jorge Guadron. Jorge Guadron I was born in El Salvador and came to the U.S. in 1980. I was fleeing political violence. My family and I had to flee El Salvador and came to begin a new life in this beloved United States. I'm a happy father of 5 children and 9 grandchildren. I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Organizational Management from Nyack College. I am a small business owner, a marketing company. I also am in my second 2-year term serving as president of the Salvadoran American Chamber of Commerce, and I am being elected to 3 consecutive 2-year terms as male member of the New York State Democratic Committee for the 6th Assembly District that comprehends North Bay Shore, Brentwood, and Central Islip. Jorge Guadron nació en El Salvador y emigró a los Estados Unidos en el año de 1980. Soy un padre muy feliz de 5 hijos y de 9 nietos. Actualmente pues soy propietario de una pequeña compañía de mercadeo. Me inicié en la empresa de mercadeo después de graduarme de la Universidad de Nyack con un posgrado de Organizational Management, que sería cualidades empresariales o administración de empresas, como es mejor conocido. Actualmente soy el presidente en mi segundo periodo de 2 años de la Cámara Salvadoreña Americana de Comercio. También he sido electo a 3 términos consecutivos de 2 años como miembro masculino del Comité Estatal por el 6º Distrito de la Asamblea de Nueva York, que comprende el norte de Bayshore, Brentwood y Central Islip. So as I was saying, Jorge Guadron is the prime example of the American dream, an American dream that we see day after day year after year, getting more and more difficult to obtain and attain. Having access to education, to the opportunities for being a business owner, affordable housing is getting to be more difficult every time. And obviously, we should, as residents of the town of Islip, look towards to getting those goals achieved as the American dream, is offered to everyone. El sueño americano, pues, es un sueño que se hace cada día más difícil y yo soy un ejemplo de el sueño americano. Me he podido educar gracias a Dios, al deseo de Dios y la buena voluntad mía y sacrificio, el poder obtener y ser dueño de casa, obtener mi propio negocio, son partes del sueño americano, pues que cada día y cada año pues se van haciendo mucho más difícil. Creo que vamos a ir a unos mensajes dentro de poquito para que podamos pasar al siguiente segmento en el cual estaríamos hablando del resumen del programa de la semana pasada, que es el salario prevaleciente y el programa de aprendizaje. So we are going to go to a few messages, and after these messages, when we return, we will talk about the prevailing wage, the summary of the prevailing wage of last week's program, along with the apprenticeship program that we should have in the town of Islip. So, así que los esperamos después de estos cortos comerciales.
Hi, this is Jorge Guadron, Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. I am a prime example of the American dream. I was born in El Salvador and came to the US in 1980. I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. In 2002, I started my own small marketing company. I have been active in the community for over 15 years, and I am currently serving on my second two-year term as president of the Salvadoran American Chamber of Commerce. The American dream begins at home. And as your Islip Town Councilman, I will promote minority and women-owned small businesses initiatives that will ensure a steady economic growth in the town of Islip. Remember, this November, vote Jorge Guadron for the town of Islip Council. Hi, this is Jorge Guadron, Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. The Women's Business Enterprise National Council reports that in 2018, 4 out of 10 businesses in the US are owned by women. As your councilman, I shall promote initiatives dedicated to guide, educate, and assist in the small business setup and certification process. Like this, a town of Islip economic growth, along with minorities and women, will be powered to its maximum potential. Remember, this November, vote Jorge Guadron for town of Islip Council.
Welcome back to Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. My name is Jorge Guadron, the Democratic candidate for Islip Council on this year's elections in November 5th. Bienvenidos una vez más a Guadron for Islip Council TV. Mi nombre es Jorge Guadron, el candidato demócrata para concejal del municipio de Islip. And as I was talking about in my previous segment, we are going to summarize what we spoke about in our last week's program, which is prevailing wage and the apprenticeship program. As I was saying, and it is imperative that in every development project for the town of Islip, that priority be given to local contractors and our residents to work on those projects. And prevailing wage is such a huge deal because it is set by the federal government in projects that are worked on for the federal program development projects, and they set a fee which is later adopted by many or most of the unions, and then that will also generate not only decent wages but also benefits, and not only health benefits but also retirement benefits. And that goes hand in hand with the apprenticeship program. Prevailing wage will not only guarantee that the worker gets a decent pay, but also that these workers are trained in each different area. For instance, electrical workers obviously will be trained in that field. So will be iron workers, carpenters, and et cetera, et cetera. Y como estuve hablando en el programa pasado, estuvimos hablando acerca de los proyectos de desarrollo en el municipio de Islip, y en el cual pues estábamos hablando acerca de que hay que darle prioridad a los contratistas locales, y no solamente a los contratistas, sino que también a nuestros trabajadores locales. Y obviamente donde se toma en consideración lo que es el salario prevaleciente, el cual es determinado por el gobierno federal en los diversos programas que hay en el área, ellos determinan como un promedio del salario por hora que le pagan a los empleados. Esto no solo garantiza que el empleado reciba o el trabajador reciba un salario decente, sino que también que reciba beneficios tanto de salud como de retiro. Y esto va junto de la mano con el programa de aprendizaje. Y así es como esto va a hacer de que el desarrollo económico en el municipio de Islip pues sea constante y sea continuo. Y eso es lo que nos interesa a nosotros. Now, therefore, there are also some developments or developers in which they really are not in favor of union workers, because they think that union workers are more expensive than the general worker, in which they will pay a higher rate than the minimum wage, and that it would be the prevailing wage. So it is important that we find a balance, and I, as your councilman, will try to find a balance in which we not only have local contractors but also union workers, and that those union workers will get the prevailing wage that is needed, because like this we will guarantee an economic and steady growth in the town of Islip. And as a councilman, obviously I will try to those development projects that do not include union workers, that we will reach an agreement so that they can include those union workers, because this is so important for the economic development of the residents of the town of Islip. Cuando yo sea su concejal, yo voy a hacer todo lo posible para que aquellos proyectos en los cuales no consideran a los trabajadores sindicalizados, y los cuales pues obviamente van a recibir lo que se le llama el salario prevaleciente, trabajar con los dueños de estos proyectos urbanos para que incluyan, que encontremos un balance. Entiendo que ellos quieren economizar, pero que también nosotros queremos que los trabajadores puedan recibir el máximo de beneficios. Por lo tanto, vamos a tratar de negociar donde no hayan trabajadores sindicalizados incluidos en los proyectos, porque se llegue a ese caso. So also, along with the prevailing wage, we also need in the town of Islip what is called the apprenticeship program. The apprenticeship program, it is also a government promoted program in which will give hands-on training to those workers along with theoretical instruction in the classroom. They combine both the practice and theory. And at the same time, it also guarantees that these workers also receive decent wages and benefits. Al mismo tiempo que se habla del salario prevaleciente, obviamente necesitamos instituir en el town de Islip, en el municipio de Islip, lo que se le llama el programa de aprendizaje. Ustedes podrán creer que municipio de Islip es el único municipio en Long Island que no cuenta con un programa de aprendizaje. Por lo tanto, yo como su concejal voy a promover la iniciativa para que podamos tener un programa de aprendizaje. Esto beneficia al trabajador porque a medida tiene el conocimiento teórico, también se le da la práctica y de la mano, pues obviamente va a hacer de que el producto, la calidad del producto, pues de estos empleados que son altamente calificados, pues la calidad va a ser alta. So as your councilman, I will promote initiatives that will make sure that we instill, that we have an apprenticeship program in the town of Islip. The town of Islip, if you can believe it, it is the only town in Long Island that does not have an apprenticeship program. The benefits of the apprenticeship program is that it includes, as I mentioned before, theoretical or theory with the practical notion. It also guarantees that the worker will earn decent wages and benefits. These will, again, translate into a better economic development for all the residents in the town of Islip. Como ya les dije, pues obviamente el programa de aprendizaje va a traer todos estos beneficios para que todos los residentes en el municipio de Islip pues podamos crecer. Así que yo como su concejal pues voy a promover todas estas iniciativas. Obviamente no lo puedo hacer solo, necesito el apoyo de ustedes y el voto de ustedes. Obviously, as a councilman, I cannot do this all by myself or on my own. To begin with, I need your support. I need your votes on November 5th. So I'll be expecting to count on you. I'll be the councilman that you need for all the residents in the town of Islip. When we return after these messages, we will talk about the property taxes in the town of Islip and the related or neighboring townships along the Islip town. Cuando regresemos después de estos mensajes, hablaremos acerca de los impuestos de propiedad y también relacionados o relativos con los municipios vecinos. Así que los esperamos.
Hi, this is Jorge Guadron, Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. I am a prime example of the American dream. I was born in El Salvador and came to the US in 1980. I earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration. In 2002, I started my own small marketing company. I have been active in the community for over 15 years, and I am currently serving on my second two-year term as president of the Salvadoran American Chamber of Commerce. The American dream begins at home. And as your Islip Town Councilman, I will promote minority and women-owned small businesses initiatives that will ensure a steady economic growth in the town of Islip. Remember, this November, vote Jorge Guadron for the town of Islip Council. Hi, this is Jorge Guadron, Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. The Women's Business Enterprise National Council reports that in 2018, 4 out of 10 businesses in the US are owned by women. As your councilman, I shall promote initiatives dedicated to guide, educate, and assist in the small business setup and certification process. Like this, a town of Islip economic growth, along with minorities and women, will be powered to its maximum potential. Remember, this November, vote Jorge Guadron for town of Islip Council.
Welcome back to Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. I am Jorge Guadron, a Democratic candidate for the town of Islip Council. Bienvenidos de regreso una vez más a Guadron for Islip Council TV on YouTube. Soy Jorge Guadron, candidato demócrata para el Consejo del Municipio de Islip. as I was mentioning in the last segment, we were talking about the prevailing wage and the importance also of the apprenticeship program, and that it is the town of Islip, the only town in Long Island, the only town in Long Island. That has to set in the minds of everyone. That the town of Islip is the only township in Long Island that does not have an apprenticeship program, and an apprenticeship program is so important for the development of our workers. Not only they will have or they will receive the appropriate theory in the classroom, but also hands-on training for each specialty, be it an electrician, being a mason, or being an iron worker, or being a carpenter, etc., etc. So it is important that we in the town of Isley have that apprenticeship program. And I, as your councilman, will promote the initiatives to have that apprenticeship program instilled in the programs for the town of Islip and all of our residents. Como lo estaba mencionando en el segmento anterior, estuvimos hablando acerca de el salario prevaleciente y el programa de aprendizaje. El único town o la única municipalidad en todo Long Island que no tiene un programa de aprendizaje es el municipio de Islip, y necesitamos cambiar eso porque es primordial, es esencial para que todos nuestros trabajadores pues puedan beneficiarse no solamente de recibir la teoría pertinente sobre su trabajo, sino que también en la práctica misma, garantizándoles los beneficios y los salarios que nuestros trabajadores se merecen para que podamos pues juntos disfrutar de un crecimiento económico en el municipio de Islip. Now we will talk about a little bit over the taxes in the town of Islip. Property taxes in the town of Islip have been increasing every year for the past 8 years. In the past 8 years, under the Republican administration, we have seen our property taxes raised. It is unfortunate because our neighboring